Do you believe that Sarah is a danger to you or anybody else in this community?
Not at all, no.
Okay. Do you believe that she is a threat to intimidate any witnesses that may be a part of this case?
No, absolutely not.
In Carroll County, Georgia, 17-year-old Sarah Grace Patrick faces malice murder charges for the shooting deaths of her mother and stepfather, found dead in their bed on February 20th, 2025. Under Georgia Code Section 17-6-1, murder is one of 13 offenses where only a superior court judge can grant bond. In the months between the killings and her arrest, Patrick went on TikTok, posting tearful videos mourning her parents and reaching out to true crime creators to cover the case, telling one it would be a really big hit. This is her second bond hearing, and the judge has already said no once. Today, her grandparents are here to convince him she's not a threat.
Yes, sir. You'll come around and then remain standing while I swear you in. To remain standing, raise your right hand. You swear affirm the statements made before the court today, the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I do.
You may be seated. If you would, just once you're seated, pull that microphone a little closer and speak loudly and clearly into the microphone. And we'll start off by just stating your name.
My name is Dennis Nolan, Sr.
Dustin, you gonna be good?
Is that better?
Thank you.
Good morning, Mr. Nolan. I believe the microphone just went off.
When you pulled it, make it forward, please. You're just going to have to speak loudly and clearly for us, okay? So my clerk just said that apparently the other day they had this issue in another court and IT had to come, so just speak up and speak loud for us, okay?
All right, Mr. Nolan, how are you related to Sarah Grace Patrick?
She's my granddaughter.
And are you her maternal or paternal grandfather? Maternal? And so Kristen was your daughter?
Kristen was my daughter.
Okay. Have you ever witnessed her threaten anybody or do any harm to somebody that you know of?
No, not at all.
Okay. Do you know if she has a driver's license?
She does not.
Does she have a learner's permit?
Not that I know of.
Okay. Does she have a passport?
No.
Okay. Are you aware of how she became arrested in this case?
Yes, pretty much.
Okay. Did she turn herself in or did the police have to go get
No,
her?
she turned herself in.
Okay. And was that with you or with her father?
Her father.
And is her father, let me ask you this. Were you ever living, was Sarah ever living with you?
No.
Do you know of Sarah to have any access to any money that would allow her to leave this jurisdiction?
No, nothing at all.
If she is released on bond, would you be a part of the village to make sure she gets back here to court?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Okay. And where is it that you live, Mr. Nolan?
I live in Rome, Georgia.
About how far away is that from here?
It's about an hour and 15 minutes.
Have you received any money from any publications or bloggers or anything like that in relation to this case?
No, nothing at all.
Do you know if Sarah has received any money from any of those sources?
No, not at all.
Do you know if Sarah has any money stored up in some savings account to be able to flee the jurisdiction?
No, nothing.
Now, how old is Sarah?
She's now 17.
Did you write a letter to the judge in reference to this case, or to the bond in this case?
Yes.
And the judge has indicated that he's read that, so I'm not gonna have you read it today, but it is a part of what the judge has been turned over. Okay. Do you know if Sarah has ever been arrested before?
No.
No, she has not, or no, you don't know? Okay. Right, that's all I have at this moment.
Georgia's bond statute lays out 4 conditions a defendant must meet before a judge can authorize release. Under O.C.G.A. Section 17-6-1E, the court asks whether the accused poses a significant risk of fleeing, a danger to the community, a risk of committing another felony, or a risk of intimidating witnesses. In Ayala v. State, the Georgia Supreme Court ruled the defendant carries the initial burden of producing evidence on all 4 factors. For a second hearing, the standard is even higher. The defense has to demonstrate something has materially changed since bond was last denied. In this case, the same judge said no just 5 months ago.
Good morning, Mr. Nolan. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Good. Now, you and I have spoken before, is that right?
That's correct.
A number of times, 8 times, 6 times,
Yeah.
something like that? Okay. Almost always in our office, is that fair to say?
Yes.
Okay, and you've been invited to our office multiple times. You do live in Rome, so you can't always come down, is that fair to say?
That's correct.
Okay, so our office has been open to you throughout this process.
Correct.
Okay.
That's correct.
I do want to talk to you a little bit about what you just spoke with opposing counsel on. You said you never lived with the defendant before. Would she be staying with you now in Rome?
No, I don't, no.
If the only way the judge granted bond was for her to stay with you in Rome, would you open your home to her in Rome?
Probably.
Probably. Okay. Where would she be staying? Where would she be staying?
With her best friend, who's mother's Carroll. I don't know if she's here.
So the defendant would be staying with her own best friend?
Yes.
Okay, and who is that?
Carrie, I'm not sure of her last name.
Okay, Carrie.
Yeah.
Okay, now, does Carrie live in the state of Georgia?
No, she's just over the border in Alabama.
I believe we heard from her at the last bond hearing. So she would not be staying in state, is your understanding?
No, it's just, she lives right at the border.
Sure, understood.
It's what I feel the best for her.
You asked a question a minute ago about whether you had sold anything. You were at one point negotiating with media companies regarding the story. Is that fair to say?
That's correct. Yes.
Okay. What companies were you negotiating with?
Oh, it was probably 10 or 15 of them.
Okay.
I don't have listed.
Sure. Did you sign a contract with any of them?
Yes.
Okay. Which media company did you sign a contract with?
Lady Well.
Can you spell that for me?
It's LADYWELL.
Okay. There you go. Okay. How long is that contract for?
Well, it's for production that will be post-trial.
Okay.
No.
Okay. And what was the compensation in that contract?
I don't recall. I didn't receive anything for signing the contract.
Okay.
There's monies to be paid after the production is made, which would be after the trial, after the production.
So it's all on the back end.
The judge calls both attorneys to the bench.
Thank you, sir.
Judge, if I may, just in addition to the reasons that I stated prior on the record, I think this goes directly to the veracity of the statements of this witness, Judge. I think we heard statements just moments ago from him that directly contradict what we're talking about here today. I think this is a relevant area to go into at this point.
I'm going to allow for questions at this time. That was just so the bench conference. That was my concern. I was making sure that that's where we should be potentially with this argument. So I'm going to allow for questions.
Okay, so I'm going to go back. What is that dollar amount?
What is the total on that?
Correct.
I'll be honest with you, I don't recall. recall because it happened months ago. But I believe it was somewhere around $100,000.
And is that 100,000 that will go to you?
No.
Who will that go to?
Go to whoever the production company feels contributed to the production.
Okay. So that money will be parsed out depending on who participates in whatever.
Right. After it's all post-trial.
Sure. And who are the parties to that contract? There's Ladywell who's on one side.
Right.
Who is on your side?
Myself, Luann, DJ, and I believe that's it.
And by Luann, you mean Luann Bruce, the maternal grandmother.
Yeah.
And you mean DJ, the biological father of the defendant. Did they pay any upfront money to you?
No.
No penny at this point. Not a cent has come your way.
No.
It is all on the back end.
Correct.
Okay. And I want to be clear. It's your testimony here today that none of that money will be going to Sarah Grace. It will be going to Luann and DJ. Is that your testimony today?
That's what I understand, yes.
Will you?
That's my understanding of what's in the contract.
Okay. It will not go to Sarah Grace Patrick. Correct. Okay. Understood. Nothing else at this point, Judge.
Anything else?
No, Your Honor, not for this one.
You can step down. Thank you. Just if you remain standing, raise your right hand. You swear affirming statements made before the court today, the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God. Will you see? I apologize for my mic being out. You'll speak loudly and clearly for me, just to help everyone out. I greatly appreciate it. Just imagine that you're talking through a door, okay? If you'll state your name for the record.
Luann Bruce.
All right, Miss Bruce, how do you know Miss Patrick?
She's my granddaughter.
She's your granddaughter. Is she your maternal or paternal granddaughter?
Maternal.
Maternal, so you are Kristen's mother.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And has Sarah ever lived with you?
I mean, she stayed with me off and on at night.
But visitation as a grandmother, that kind of
Of
thing?
course.
Okay.
5 days.
Let's address this money issue. Have you received any money from any production company, bloggers, whatever, in relation to this case?
Not today.
Not today, okay. Has there been any promise of money to you in the future for the rights to this and that type of thing?
After the trial, yes.
Okay, after the trial. But at this moment, you have not received any money as it relates to this case? Okay. Do you know if Sarah has received any money as it relates to this case?
Not that I know of.
Have you given her any money from a production company that you received?
Oh, no.
Okay. Do you know if Sarah has a driver's license?
No, she doesn't.
Does she have a learner's permit?
No.
Do you know if she's learned how to drive a car?
I don't think so. They didn't have one that she could drive.
Okay. Does she have a passport?
No.
Are you aware if she turned herself in or was she arrested?
She was forced to turn herself in.
Okay. And when she turned herself in, do you know where she came from?
I think she was at her grandparents'.
Okay. And that would have been the same house that's in Alabama? Okay. And where do you live, Luann? Like what city?
I live in there now.
Do you have, at this point, custody of, okay, and that is Sarah's little sister? Okay. Are you afraid for the safety as it relates to Sarah?
Not in the news.
Okay. Is there any, has Sarah ever made any threats to you or to at any point in time, but especially in relation to this case?
No.
Okay. Has she tried to talk to her or change her testimony or anything like that that you're aware of?
I talk to Sarah every day when she's here. They're just loving sisters talking to each other.
Now, you are one of the, I guess, victims in this case, right? Would you consider yourself one of the?
I'm very much a victim.
Okay. And I'm sorry.
My whole family.
Your whole family. And you are in support of Sarah
Very much so.
and her being out on bond.
100%.
Don't think I have any other questions.
Thank you, Judge. Good morning, Ms. Bruce. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Again, same kind of starting questions. You and I have had conversations in the past, is that right? Okay. I do want to ask you just a little bit about those media rights that we've been talking about. How familiar are you with those media rights?
I mean, vaguely familiar. I mean, I've talked to them, and, you know, it's all based on what will happen after the trial.
Sure.
And who they're gonna, you know, make go through all the pulling of pictures and stories and all that kind of stuff.
Okay. And the three people who are involved in that are you, Dennis, and DJ. Is that correct?
Correct.
So the $100,000 or so that we've been talking about, that will get sort of divvied up between that group. Is that right? It won't go to Sarah Grace. It won't go to her sister Jaylee.
Yeah.
It won't go to anybody else. That's money that's going to go directly into your pocket if you were participating.
Yeah.
Okay. Now you don't live near here either. You live up
I live
north
in
of here, Marietta, right? And you said Sarah Grace has never stayed with you. Is that right?
No,
Long term.
lived with her. She's, you know, stayed with me a few times.
Okay. She will not be staying with you. She'll be staying in Alabama if she's granted a bond.
Right.
Okay.
I don't really have a like 6-year-old and it takes up a lot of my space in her place.
Correct. If the judge were to say that the only way she can get a bond would be to come home with you, would you be able to house her?
I'd make it happen.
So when your husband said probably, he was really waiting for you to say
Of course,
absolutely.
yeah.
Now they're no longer together, Judge. They
My
are.
ex.
Oh,
My ex. So you know I'm taking it.
And have you ever been to the house in Alabama where the defendant will be staying?
No.
She's going to. How long have you known this person, Carrie, that she'll be staying with?
I've just known of her. I met her here last time. I've really known her.
Okay, so you just met her here earlier this month?
Well, I guess I've met her.
At one of the prior hearings?
There's something like that.
At the prior bond hearing back in August, probably?
Yeah.
That's on her. So you don't know her very well?
But I will.
Understood. I'm sure you will. I have no other questions for you. Thank you so much.
Anything else?
Briefly, Your Honor. Ms. Bruce, is it your intention to get Sarah out on bond so that you can, you know, help the production company get footage for their documentary and all of that stuff?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
I'm here for my granddaughter to get free. I think she's unjustly being charged.
Okay, thank you.
Anything else to say?
Nothing else, Judge.
All right, thank you. You may step down. Yes, ma'am.
Bond hearings strip away the noise of a criminal case and reveal something raw. Who still shows up? Dennis Nolan and Luan Bruce drove hours to sit on a witness stand and vouch for someone charged with killing their own daughter. Whether that's loyalty, denial, or something else entirely, one thing is unmistakable. The people closest to a tragedy are not always the people best positioned to see it clearly. What do you think of Judge Hightower's decision? Drop yours in the comments below. Check out this next case, which we think you'll find interesting.